Hello and welcome back to Will's World Reviews and More. Sorry that I have not done a review on the Barnsley versus Crawley match. I've been working, got a new job. I did work the match, but this is a separate job I've got now. And I was working last night, which means I couldn't go to the Crewe game. So I thought I'd just do a bit of a quick video, combine the two, and kind of explain that. I probably will only be doing reviews of the games that I do get to because I don't think I'll be able to fully kind of explain if I haven't been there or give a correct judge of the performances of the players or the team if I haven't actually seen the match. I mean, obviously there is highlights available, but you can never really grasp the full 90 minutes unless you've actually been there and watched it. So I really wouldn't want to make any judgment. What I may do is I may combine it like I'm doing today and just kind of go through the facts that I know that are definitely like the goals, the subs, the players, and just leave it to you to kind of have your opinions and I'll just kind of inform you on that. Whereas the games I do go to, obviously I will have my own opinions on them, and if you like it or not, you can agree or disagree. So let's go ahead with the first match of the season, our first match in the campaign of League One, hopefully promotion, but let's not talk about that yet. And yeah, we faced Crawley, and it was a bit of a wake-up call for us, I think, in general. Despite all of Danny Wilson's experience in League One, we were kind of set out wrong for it, and also we may have even bought wrong. Obviously, it's too early to tell. It was a very physical game, especially on Crawley's end. The refereeing performance was terrible. But then again, what's new? It feels like we need a big, strong presence in the team to have all these creative youngsters around that, which is something I've been saying for a while now, and something we haven't really bought. Leroy Lita was unveiled before the match as our new striker. Obviously couldn't play, but I don't think he would have made much difference anyway. We are lacking that kind of physicality, which could be a concern going forward. So maybe it's something we can address either with a loan signing or a permanent signing before the window closes. As for the score, it was 1-0 to Crawley, and Del Jennings got a red card. So we'll talk about those first before we get into the performances. As for the red card, which changed everything really. My initial reaction was, oh my days, how can this happen? I don't think I'd have been so angry if it would have been both players sent off or both players booked or both players got away with it, but the fact that one got one thing and the other got another seemed a bit unfair, and I still stand by that, even though now I do agree it was a red card after seeing some stills. Jennings did raise his hand to the player's throat, which you can't do. Originally I just thought it was a push on the chest, but you can see on one of the stills that his hand was raised to his throat, and it was the correct decision. But because of the tackle the original player did, I thought either leniency should have been involved or he should have got red card too. So there was a bit of discrepancy there. As I said, poor refereeing performance, who didn't really seem to get much right in the whole match, to be honest. Neither did his linesman. As for the goal, that came from just bad defending and basically them having bigger, stronger striker than us, and he scored the goal. And not much to say really. Crawley didn't really have many chances, and in the end we created a few but didn't take them, and that was the end of the story really. We looked okay. Defensively we're still a little bit kind of frail, I think, as these players kind of pair together. Naitang and Crane didn't really play together that much last year, so they're kind of working out their defensive partnership. Of course, we've got new fullbacks in Joe Dudgeon and Reece Brown. Midfield, I do like Bailey and Hurahan. I think they're great players. A lot of people are saying they're a bit too similar. I think I agree. I think I brought that up at one point. Bailey is supposed to be more defensive. That's what Wilson said, but it's I don't know. They are very similar, but I think there is room for both of them to play in the team together. They can get it right. We had played Winnell and Rose up front, who again look too similar, so whether they can play together or not, I'm not sure. They both had a couple of chances, and I think for those two players, they both just need to get a goal. I think they'll be off then. Who else did he have on the flank? Jennings, obviously, and he played that young lad, didn't he, Berry, who had a pretty decent game. It didn't stand out, and obviously Jennings got his red card. I think we really need the presence of Big Gene. Last night against Crewe, they brought him on as a striker, which I'm not sure is the right thing. I think I mentioned it at one point, but obviously that didn't work. We do need that kind of extra presence, and Keith Tracy came on to make his debut, who looks a bit skillful and a bit different, and he could be a good player for us. But yeah, there's something not quite right. But like I said, it's the first game of the season, so what you gotta do, we can just kind of carry on and see how it goes, really, and just hope that they gel together, which I think they will. They will do. I think it'll be well worth it. As for last night's match, which was the Capital One Cup, of course, we're now out of that because we lost 2-0. Again, from what I can gather, there were 2 goals that were sloppily given away, and just down to bad defending. Apart from that, we created a lot of chances and a lot of promise in the team. James Breed coming in at right back and was playing at 3 at the back. I think it was Brown, Craney, and Nightanger, and then Bree and Lazarus as wing backs. But people saying that Bailey played really well. Again, not sure whether him and Hurahan can play together. Some people saying why is Hurahan taking all the corners and free kicks, but I think he shows, like I said before, that he's captain material. That he's confident, and I think they will pay off. He's got a good delivery, and why not? If he believes in himself, why not let him have a go? So Joe Dudgeon was absent. Not quite sure why. That's not been explained. He wasn't even on the bench, and Tracy came in for Berry. And Lita came on, made his debut. Well, Lita started and made his debut, but it looked like him and Winnall played well together. But Winnall still needs that goal. I think he's just waiting for that step up. So we lost, and we're out of second-rate cup competition. At the end of the day, we're still in another 2 competitions of cup competitions. So we've still got Johnston Paints to come and FA Cup, of course. So which are probably ones that we should set our sights on, really, if we're going to set our sights on Cup. Obviously, FA Cup's got a lot more prestige and history, and we've got history in that tournament, so I wouldn't. I'd be a little bit more upset if it was that one. And obviously, Johnston Paint Trophy, we should try him because it's a real opportunity for us to get silverware. I know it sounds weird saying that as a Barnsley fan, but we really should try in that with only League 1 and 2 teams in that. So, again, people saying we need that strength, and it is something that I think will come. Build up with it, and yeah, really, what else is there to say? I think we need to carry on. We're playing against Crewe on Saturday, this time at their place in the league, so let's see how that goes. But until then, keep positive. I'm sure I'll be fine. We've been in worse situations, haven't we? So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep subscribing, liking, and commenting, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.